Pink, waiting for the pink. There it is.
By the time he was 8 years old, he had lost 5 siblings. At 9, he was left for dead, only to awaken from a coma paralyzed. But he recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of body and mind. Bradley Quick is here to share with you his path from Skid Row junkie to successful talk show host, author, mentor, and motivational speaker. If you're looking for a better tomorrow, if you want a positive evolution, or if you're in need of a quick fix, you're in the right place. Now kick back and get ready for the top experts in the field of body, mind, and soul. Here on the Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Quick Fix here on Cool Change Radio, your home for positive answers and a place for you to find that life and health solution you've been looking for. We're right here right now to inform you to the latest life enhancement techniques in many different areas, including health, fitness, nutrition, psychology, finance, weight loss, and a whole variety of other wonderful and life-empowering topics. Today's show is brought to you by the Cool Change Foundation. If you're fond of our show, if we brought you some breakthrough solutions, or you just want to help us stay on the air, please donate today. Come on, think about it. When we make life better for mom and dad, we make life better for the children. When we make life better for the children, we make life better for the entire family. Everybody wins. It's 100% tax deductible. No donation is ever too small. You can donate right now at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. And remember, it's time for a cool change with the Cool Change Foundation. Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Bradley Quick. I'm here as always to discuss solutions with you. I'm here to talk to you about having a better life experience and becoming the best you that you can be. Our guest today is metaphysical filmmaker Michael Perlin, the writer, director, producer of the film Three Magic Words. It asks, is there one cosmic energy force that is the source of all consciousness? Does it connect each of us to each other, to the earth, and to the entire cosmos? Hey, Michael, you're going to answer some of those questions for us, aren't you?
Absolutely.
All right, you ready for a great show?
I am. I'm very happy to be on the show.
Good. Sit tight. We'll be right with you. All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us on Cool Change Radio, BradleyQuick.com, and on Facebook. As you know, you can catch our live and recorded video shows and interviews on those sites and many other websites. And as always, you can listen to our archived audio interviews, hundreds of them. Your favorite topics, favorite experts, or favorite personalities at BradleyQuick.com. We also got Cool Change Radio on YouTube. Cool Change Radio on YouTube. We got a whole bunch of great places to be. We can catch up with all this fantastic and very pertinent information that we have in all our shows. Today we're featuring a new segment titled Empowerment Coaching for Parents, How to Raise Drug-Free Kids. It's brought to you by and hosted by Susan Blauner, Director of Operations for the Saving Lives Drug and Alcohol Coalition. That's going to happen shortly, so stay right where you are. Now make a note. If you'd like to chime in with a question for my guest today, just pick up the phone and call us right now. Dial 818-824-9123. That's 818-824-9123. 9123. Keep it on hand, for that's the number to all the shows here on Cool Change Radio. So write it down. It's 818-824-9123. Okay, Three Magic Words is a 2010 documentary film written, directed, and produced by my guest. For his lengthy study of metaphysics, he became determined to find a common theme in all of the ancient mystical teachings and techniques which led to the message in the movie. Joining us now on the Quick Fix here on the Cool Change Radio and TV Network is the metaphysical filmmaker himself, director and producer of Three Magic Words, Michael Perlin. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bradley. Very happy to be here.
So what the heck is a metaphysical producer, filmmaker?
Well, yeah, a metaphysical filmmaker is something probably that most people have not heard before. The way I find metaphysics is the study of the nature of reality and the existence of God.
The study of the nature of reality and the existence of God.
Yes.
God being all there is.
Yeah, if you want to see it that way.
The powers that be in the universe.
Absolutely. Yeah. The everything that exists in all matter and all energy and where consciousness comes from. That to me is what I call God. And, you know, that word scares a lot of people. So I come from a metaphysical side. I don't come from a religious side. And it is basically I went on a search. For a long time to find a common theme in all of the teachings from all the masters, from all of the great philosophers and teachers in history. And I went on this search to find this common theme. that brings all the teachings together so everybody can understand it. And
that's really a cool thing. So this film brings brings all the teachings. What you found? What was the most common item you found in all those teachings that brought them all together?
That there's a divine spark in all of us, and that connects us all to each other, regardless of our belief systems, our color, our religion, our country. And
isn't that generally called a catastrophe when everybody comes together?
No.
Come on, every time there's an earthquake or some mammoth happen, everybody comes together, forgets
That's true.
everything,
yeah,
right? And they come together as one.
Right. Yeah, it brings them together. It makes them realize their oneness.
Right, just like the beach does on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and that sometimes it takes that. Sometimes it takes a little shake-up for everyone to come and lend a helping hand to somebody in need. And they don't really know why they're doing it, but they feel a heart connection with the person.
So how come you started this following a destructive young woman who awakens from a coma? What's up with this?
You're talking about the movie, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about life in general. No, but I'm talking about the movie. Go ahead.
Right, absolutely. I wanted to, everyone I know, including me, has gone through suffering, gone through some kind of a struggle in their past, and trying to understand life and why things are happening to them. And so I wanted to have the lead in the film be someone that somebody can relate to, somebody can understand and sympathize with. And so I put someone in there that was actually going through drug addiction and family problems, and someone
nothing common at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the goal was to take someone going through all that and put them through.
Rather than find a guru that's already placed in the spirituality realm and follow them, you're following somebody that's had some troubles in their lives.
And everyone has.
Right.
And so my goal was to throw amnesia on that person.
Throw amnesia
where the person forgets totally who they are, where they're from, what their name is, who their family is.
Right, so they lost the programming.
Yeah, exactly. They
lost all that programming.
Any regret, any resentment.
DNA programming, whatever is bringing us to who we are today, all the influences we've had in our life are gone now.
Clean slate.
Right,
erased.
now what happens? I'm intrigued now.
Now this person tries to find out who they are, right? And realizes that, and for example, let's say if she picks up a diary and reads about herself and sees that she's been angry all her life, she hates her parents, that stuff means nothing to her now. She's got a clean slate. She's like, that's not even me, right? You wouldn't even relate to it. You wouldn't. It would mean nothing.
Right.
And so you now have a whole new life to start over.
And anybody can do that anytime, right?
You can't. There's some spiritual work that has to be done to do that.
Right.
Unless you have amnesia, unless you go through it.
I love it.
But there's a spiritual amnesia that you can go through.
No. In this movie, Through Magic Words, is there a process or a method to uncover, discover, and discard what you think you know, so you can open yourself up to what can be? Or tell me about it.
That's the theme. That's absolutely what the journey is when you experience the film. You're not just watching somebody's story. It's meant to take you on a journey yourself into a self journey, so self-discovery. And and we go step by step through nature, through science. And
I watched it, and it was big. I mean, the message you carry is big. It's about we're all of us are one, and one of us are all.
Yeah, but there's been many documentaries about that, and there's been many books written about that, and many teachings.
Right.
And people get it intellectually. They get it. They understand it intellectually, but are they getting it on a spiritual level?
The first time I went to Teotihuacan, Mexico, that I've been to now 3 times. I'm going back a 4th time, October 11th through the 16th. And I stay at the Dreaming House down in Teotihuacan, home of the Toltec pyramids.
Nice.
First time I went, it was I got it intellectually, but I didn't get it in my heart. Right.
Yeah.
And once I went, then I saw a shaman a couple times. Then it opened up my heart, my chakras, and I went down there and I got so heavy. It was unbelievable. It changed my life.
Yeah.
But so I understand what you're saying. People get it intellectually, but they got to feel it in their heart, don't they?
You have to feel in your heart to really be able to go on true spirituality. True spirituality is finding that peace within and that connection with you and with the source, and not thinking you need to get it from an outside place or from an external source.
Well, this film not only talks about the spirituality, but uses nature, science, geometry, quantum physics, and consciousness, right?
Yeah.
And as a metaphysical physical experts explore the question further, who am I, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the common theme they came up with, these individual experts that you interviewed?
Well, the common thing, what do you mean? I mean, I can't reveal what the 3 magic words are because I want people to have their own experience.
Oh, come on. You got to tell us something. Is that what the culmination was? They all kind of hit around those 3 words?
Not exactly. I actually had certain questions that I specifically asked each one to get them more into their heart space. It was really to push aside their ego and have them speaking from
You talking about these experts push aside their ego?
Even the experts, absolutely, because everybody has
tough
it.
to do, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone has ego. I mean, that's what we're here for, to have that ego.
Edging God out or edging good out.
Yeah, right. So, and it worked. You know, the questions I asked them, it allowed them to see their existence from beyond their body and beyond their mind, and they spoke from the heart from the questions I asked.
Right.
But if I didn't get them out of their ego at first, they wouldn't be able to do that.
I've seen too many leaders in the spiritual realm get heady.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get ego and pride in there, and don't you know what I know and who I think I am, type stuff.
And everybody does it.
Yeah, everybody does it. It's just that you got to push that out of you got to push that out of the way.
Right.
To get to the heart, it's to be able to touch people and carry a message.
Right.
If you got an ego, it's side stroked, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is cool. I like this. We're gonna take a break now. We're going to the we're gonna go to a break. Then we're coming back with the second segment of you, because you're so special.
Well, you're special too.
Stay put, everybody. If you got a habit you want to change, how would you do things differently to better your life experience if you could? Well, sit tight. We just might have some insight for you. I'm here with metaphysical filmmaker Michael Perlin, who wrote and directed an indie film called 3 Magic Words, as he talked about how drinking beer, watching sports, and working at the Macaroni Grill had led him to ask, is this what life's all about? This is the Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio, broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. I'm Bradley Quick, and yes, we'll be right back.
Today, experience the Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with the Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, the Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
This has never been attempted before by any treatment center, ever. Seasons Malibu is willing to take the risk because they understand quality care and evidence-based long-term recovery. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better, period. I'll say that one more time. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better. Enough is enough. Seasons Malibu wants to count your days of recovery, not the dollars in your pocket. No gimmicks, no guarantees, just straightforward world-class treatment until you are better. Do not hesitate. Call now. Seasons Malibu, 866-780-8539, 866-780-8539. That's Seasons Malibu at www.seasonsmalibu.com or 866-780-8539. 866-780-8539 for a free consultation and details. 866-780-8539. Hey, welcome back. You're listening to The Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place for positive change. I'm Bradley Quick. We're right here right now to help you gain the upper hand in becoming all that you want to be. And we got to get this sound straight. Something screwy with this sound today. Hey, this segment is brought to you by my friends at GapZip.com. That's GAPZIP.com. They ask, how do you think? They say how you think is more important than what you think. It's one of the chief reasons why many of you get stuck when you try and take the next step in your career or personal relationship. They're joining us all the time, and you can be with them live on screen every second and fourth Tuesday of the month in the evening time, 7 Pacific, if you join them at gapzip.com. Go sign up, gapzip.com, and learn a new way to think. Okay? For those of you just joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, or bradleyquick.com, welcome. You can listen to this show again at hundreds of hours of other self-discovery content anytime you want by simply going to bradleyquick.com. That's right. Don't forget the www with that. bradleyquick.com. You can also sign up for our weekly radio show email reminder, where once a week you'll receive the most recent interviews in the comfort of your own home or office, and then you can listen at your convenience. Make sure not to miss your favorite authors, experts, or personalities. You can also podcast any of our shows or just listen to us anytime from anywhere at www.bradleyquick.com. Also, if you're ever on YouTube, go to Cool Change Radio on YouTube. I think we've got about 400,000 views so far in about 9 or 10 weeks. I'm so very grateful for that. But go sign up for us with us there and subscribe to us so you can get updated every day. All right. Our guest today is metaphysical filmmaker Michael Perlin, who wrote and directed an indie film called 3 Magic Words. The film combines guest interviews, computer-animated graphics, and narrative that addresses the question, who the heck am I? Welcome back, Michael.
Yeah.
Good to have you. Let's get your picture up here.
Who are you, Bradley?
Who am I? Tell me. Tell me something good.
Yeah, I'll ask you a question. This is a question I ask a lot of people when we do seminars. Who are you, minus your name, what you do, and where you're from?
Who are you, minus your name, what you do, and where you're from? I'm a spiritual being having a human experience.
Okay. Well,
my goal is to help allow other people to feel good and find their way.
That's good. Most people I ask are stumped by that question. Yeah. They have to really think about it.
Most people have never thought about that
right,
before.
Exactly. They want to answer who they are, their identity, their personality. Who
right,
they are
and for a long time, I was my radio show.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have my radio show, I was nobody. Don't you know who I am? The book I've written, I'm a published author. That's who I was.
Yeah.
And now that's just part of what I do. It's not who I am. So you got guests include New York Times bestselling author Neil Donald Walsh, Gary Renard, Debbie Ford, Dolores Cannon, and others. How'd you get all these people to come together on this project?
Well, a lot of these people were big inspirations for me when I read their books. And a lot of them, thanks to my co-producer, Maura Hoffman, who when I was on the path and I found the common theme, I told her about it. She said, well, I know a lot of people who know that theme. I can get them for you. And that's when I hired her and said, you're hired. And we got together, and she pulled in a lot of those guests. And it was really, we chose them by how they were living their lives, by their teachings, by the vibration. And their teachings were very inspirational, they were right on the theme that we were looking for. So that's how we brought them together, how we selected them.
That's wonderful. And the film explores many spiritual concepts, right? From Eastern mysticism to Western New Age thought, right?
Yeah, all of them. I don't there's not just one true path. I mean, in metaphysics, there's not one true path to God. There's not one true path to spirituality. And so I think it's important that, and I think it's time that everyone start to realize and wake up to the reality that there's so much out there that, you're taught not to question the religion you're born into. When there's any other things that you might hear about that you might be interested in.
Religion is man-made, is it not?
Sure, yeah.
It's the way that a man or a group of men interpreted something, and they wrote it the way they thought you should see it. And then they added some politics to it,
yep.
Right? And added hierarchy to it,
mm-hmm.
and added all that stuff to it, right?
Yep. And then ego kicks in, and then they design it.
They made you fearful, as opposed to enlightened,
Exactly.
And said, we are it. You are just, you are a sinner.
Yeah, and I like to think of it. It's really it's sad that it divides us. I like to say that religion divides and spirituality unites.
Well, look what the Inquisition did. 20 million
mm-hmm.
indigenous people killed.
Right.
20 million, because they didn't believe the same God as the Spaniards.
Yeah, and it's just like, you can see it as a color, as your favorite color. I don't hate you, or I don't want to kill you because your favorite color is blue. I think it's time to see that everyone has their own choice and what they're interested in and what they like, and something that resonates with them. Like somebody likes this guru, or somebody likes another guru, somebody likes this religion. It's fine. It's like that's who they want. That's what they're into at that moment in time. They might be into something else tomorrow. So there's no judgments there when you see it that way. It's like that's their favorite color at the time.
I've noticed in the film you got a bunch of great quotes. You got quotes from Gandhi and Buddha and Jesus and Lenin, John Lennon, and just a bunch of people.
Yeah.
What do you have a favorite quote? Or
I have a lot of favorite quotes. These are people that were all saying the same thing about who we are and about our connection. And I've selected these quotes because they actually break you out of the programming that you're separate. They bring us into an understanding of our oneness. And a lot of them were there. They were trying to tell us about how to achieve world peace. They were trying to tell us how to get to that place of divine love and universal consciousness and just loving everybody and everything in the earth. And that's what they were telling us. And we just kept shutting them down, because we wanted to keep our identity separate from everyone else. But the truth is we're not. And the truth is it's time to, thanks to them. I really do want to thank them because their stuff is still here. We can still look at it. We can still read it. Their teachings are here, and they did it.
And they all said it's time for a cool change.
Exactly.
That's what they
right.
said.
So, I think the 60s really marked a time when people were getting it. I don't know why. You could say, oh, well, maybe it was drugs, maybe it was war. But the 60s, there was a huge peace movement coming out at that time. People were feeling their connection, and then it was shut down. So I think it's time to bring back that movement, but in a new way.
Well, you want pure consciousness, like you said, not personal ego.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the method that we're going to the 3 words again? Come on, give me the 3 words.
No, I can tell you. I'm not going to tell you the 3 words. People have to have their own experience with it. But and you don't want me to tell you the end of the movie.
No, go ahead. Don't
before
tell me
you see it,
movie.
right?
I've seen it.
Yeah, you've seen it, but you don't want people to hear the end before they see it. It's like telling you the end of a movie. But so you're asking like how to get there?
Yeah.
Without telling you 3 words?
Right.
Okay. This is what I tell people, and this is how it was for me. I think it's important for you to recognize that you have an ego, and that ego is something that you came into that was developed from your upbringing, from your family, from your society, from your personality was developed, and the ego is important so you can identify yourself from other people, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that it's good to keep yourself in check and know that it is not you, that you are so much more than that, and that you're not your religion, you're not your country, you're not your color, you're not even your name, and you're not even your life. If you take all that stuff away, your country, your religion, your color, your name, all you have left is the self. And that's what we all are.
All we are saying is give peace.
Yeah, that's a good song.
It is a good
John
song.
Lennon.
So this is our connection to the universe is what you're doing, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you involve I know that you've got people that meditate on the show, but do you invoke a meditation or quiet time, or do you invoke exercise?
That actually happens.
Do you invoke nutrition? What do you
There's a special thing that happens at the very end of the film. If you watch it all the way past the end credits, that will invoke something inside you. But to elaborate on what you said, it's about our connection to the universe. It's about more than our connection to the universe. It's about knowing and understanding and feeling that we are that universe. That's the metaphysical thought, and that is the new thought that I think a lot of people are getting right now.
Every one of the trillions and trillions of cells in your body is actually a little universe in itself.
Yep.
And each cell in the body has a consciousness.
Yeah. And, that's another thing that we can talk about. It's interesting because even science has proven that holograms, that you can go and take a tiny piece of something, even a cell, and find the entire blueprint of the entire human body. Anything, a seed, blueprint of the entire tree. So we are.
Well, one of the points that you made was you showed a carpet in the film, and you said each one of these strands of carpet is a whole universe in itself.
Yeah.
Of living organisms.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So the bigness and the smallness, it's all the same. It's like the macrocosmic and the microcosmic. They're still trying to find a unified field theory that explains, the macrocosmic and the microcosmic and how the particles react with each other. And the problem they haven't been able to find one because everything acts so differently when it's big,
right,
and everything acts differently when it's small.
But we may be the Earth may be just another cell someplace, right?
Yep. Or electron.
Yeah, we could just be anywhere.
Yeah.
We'd be just minute, right?
Yeah, and they have cool movies out there like that. Like Horton is a Who. That's a good
that's
one.
a great one.
For kids.
That.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that book.
You just see the cosmic plan that could be so much greater than you could ever imagine, and
right.
it's miraculous when you think about it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. So the concept is that we are that. We the consciousness that is in every cell that you mentioned, and every plant and every rock in the universe, in the star, in the galaxy, is the same consciousness that makes us breathe and makes us live our lives.
That's cool. It's called Three Magic Words. His name is Michael Perlin. He's a metaphysical type of guy that just went out and did this movie, and now you can go see it right now. You can go see it. All right, this segment has been brought to you by the guys at GapZip.com. They say thoughts are things. Thoughts lead to actions, which lead to results. So if you're sick and tired of your results, take a look at your thinking. Though they're here with us all the time, but go sign up at GapZip.com, GapZip.com, and catch them every second and fourth Tuesday of the month, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard. This is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to reshape your vision of what's possible. I'm Bradley Quick, and we'll be right back.
There are self-help seminars costing thousands of dollars guaranteeing miraculous transformations. There are compelling speakers and life-changing weekend experiences where you can walk on fire. They all deliver revelations that guarantee you'll come back for the more expensive revelations filled with even greater wonder next month on Fiji. We get addicted to positive, heartfelt, expensive theater. What we really need is a jumpstart, an awakening, someone who can give us a reminder that everything we need lies within. Through inspiration and practical knowledge, Dorothy Donahue helps people get grounded and motivated, inspired and energized. It's not just words and affirmations and the power of intention. It's a mindset brought about by a tangible, transcendental experience, an audio-visual, physical, spiritual experience that helps us realize we transform ourselves. We get tools to become the conscious co-creators of lives of unlimited potential. Find out more. Go to DorothyDonahue.com. You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
I'm Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More. 7 times more Americans have hepatitis C than AIDS. I'm one of them. If you're one of the millions of Americans with hepatitis C and your doctors are treating you with interferon, then you're clearly aware of how your life has been turned horribly upside down. Backed by huge pharmaceutical monies, the medical community swears there's only one dangerous, disabling way to battle this silent killer. It's not true. There are alternatives, and they work. Triumph Over Hepatitis C is a book written by best-selling author Lloyd Wright, who fully recovered from this frightening disease. Lloyd is helping others to take charge of their lives and fight for their body's freedom from this crippling illness. His program is working for me. Call the people at Hepatitis C Free now at 866-HEP-C-FREE. That's 866-HEP-C-FREE. Don't become another medical statistic. Find out the truth about hepatitis C and get your life back.
Get your copy of Triumph Over Hepatitis C at Barnes & Noble and at hepatitiscfree.com. Call 866-HEP-C-FREE.
All righty, welcome back. You're listening to Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to find your passion and purpose. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to provide you with alternative solutions to the issues in your life. You heard me say it earlier, October 11th through the 16th, 2012, I'm going to Teotihuacan, Mexico, home of the Toltec Pyramids. I'll be staying at the Dreaming House. My buddy Lee McCormick in Alberto created that so people like you and I could go experience the Toltec wisdom. Amazing. It's the first place of its kind built in the last 1,500 years. It's amazing. Go there, have a spiritual experience just like I had. Check out the 5 portals of your life. Amazing. It's amazing. It changed my life forever. It really did. Go to www.spiritrecovery.com. That's spiritrecovery.com. Click on the Journeys link and come and join us on the pyramids, okay? Spiritrecovery.com. Be there or be square. All right. Go ahead. Huh?
Be square.
Huh? Be square. Yeah, I haven't heard that since the 40s, huh? This is a discovery that happens when you commune with the cosmic source. It is a shift that can occur in each individual to the realization that we are active co-creators and participants in all of creation itself. His film is a transformational experience and that can change your life and your view of the world. Joining us once again is metaphysical filmmaker Michael Perlin, who wrote and directed an indie film called 3 Magic Words. Michael, welcome back.
Thank you.
Where's this film going? What's this film doing?
Well, basically it is, you can watch it all over on the internet, iTunes, Amazon, Netflix, and we've screened it in many different cities, and the DVD will be available soon. You can actually watch it in many different languages, subtitled. And our next screening will be, we're going to be doing a theatrical release in about 3 weeks. That'll be in Los Angeles. You can watch it actually for the first time in HD and 5.1 surround sound.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the big thing that I want to mention is that we are doing our European premiere on December 21st, 2012.
Oh, man, that's a big day.
In London. Right. So that is a big day. That's the day that, not the end of the world, the beginning.
The beginning of the world.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's to celebrate. It's going to be more than just a screening of the movie. We're going to have an entire party, a celebration for the new golden age. So be ready for that.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
So you got the movie's happening now. It's going all over, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. It has distribution domestic all over the country, so it's going to be available in stores and we'll watch it online.
Yeah, and what this movie really attempts is to reaffirm the old spiritual concepts that we're all one, right?
Yeah.
And there's a oneness, and we're all connected to divinity, and it's all things, right? Like the indigenous people said before the Spaniards killed them, they said, "Who is your God?" The indigenous people said, "Our God is the butterfly. Our God is the air. Our God is the clouds."
Yeah, and it's like so many other movies have done that, and people have seen them, and I'll go and I'll ask people, what do you think of the concept that we're all one? And most people know and have heard of it. They're like, "Oh yeah, I understand that," and then you see how they're living their lives.
Right, you got to walk the way you talk.
It's more about that. It's more than knowing that we're one. It's knowing that we are all the same. That
Right.
You are me. And I am you. When you know that,
I
when you
am
really,
you as you are me.
yeah, there's a
as
song,
we are he, as
right?
we are all
The
together.
Beatles really had a lot of metaphysical stuff in their lyrics. So
You're really gonna, excuse my French, you're gonna really piss off a lot of people, though, aren't you?
it's happened.
Because this is quite controversial within the Judaic-Christian viewpoint.
Absolutely,
About oneness.
it could be blasphemy, and this is what a lot of things have already happened around that. I've shown the film, and there have been religious people, Jews and Christians.
How dare you?
No. Actually, when they've seen it in a screening, they come up to me and they're very moved. They're like, wow, I'm really even atheists are really transformed by it, and they end up buying the DVD. Now, I have gotten some hate mail from Christians.
God, I always get some good hate.
Yeah, isn't that great? And you get that, but and they've had a big problem, and then I found out later that they never even saw the film.
Wow.
They just heard about it
and thought to drop your line.
Yeah,
huh?
so I tell them, hey, I'm sending you a free DVD if you want to see it. And that's another thing. It's not about making money. This movie wasn't about money, and it never was, and never will be. And those of you who are listening, if you're have no money, if you're a student, if you're broke, send me an email. I'd be happy. I will send you a free DVD if you want to.
Now, we're all balls of energy.
Mm-hmm.
We're all masses of energy. Now, but we're also composed of several components. And let's just take the cell, for instance. The cell is surrounded by a ball of energy. It is a ball of energy, but it's also got a consciousness, and it's got its own DNA of sorts. What is the movie's theory on us being energy fields as opposed to ball? I mean, you understand my question? How is our energy like our aura? Is that what you're saying in depicting in this film? Or?
Well, you can just look at science, and it tells you the science is really getting on with metaphysical truths. It's all there. They know that we are electromagnetic fields, and so is the Earth. So is everything. When you look at it under Kirlian photography, you see that everything has an energy field, and the New Agers call it an aura. Nothing wrong with that. You give it a label. The all-encompassing source, the divine energy that created all things, they gave the label God. Nothing wrong with that, but it scares people because of the way that they've been brought up. Things that have happened to them around that word scares them. So, I don't use it. I use the source. I use the great self.
I like to call it the powers that be in the universe.
Powers that be in the universe.
Or the perfectness of what is.
Yeah. Now, I'll use it around my close friends and people that, have seen the movie. Because, it's actually important to, if you're going to speak of spirituality, to know what it means to you and not separate it from, my God is different than your God. And not
my God's better than yours.
So,
that's funny. Well, Three Magic Words is your movie that explores the metaphysical realms of time and space, right?
It does.
And presents it in a new way for people to see themselves beyond their physical existence.
Yes, it does.
Does it go into multi-dimensions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of life?
Yeah. And we go down to the microscopic levels and beyond, and then we go up to the past the universe and the cosmos. So I would say that's pretty multidimensional.
I know that exploring the Toltec wisdom, this is the dream state we're in, and there's other dimensions of this existence.
Well, yeah, that's another thing that science.
Angels, spirit people, spirit guides, Pachamama.
Yeah. And, that's another thing. You can look at science and find the truth. We know now that this is all illusion. And, the ancient term of Maya, we know that we are just particles of energy. We have proven that. Everything is moving at a rapid speed. So what is really real and what is not? We just, what we see, we choose to see as physical objects. That is the game here on Earth, I think, is when you see the metaphysical truths coming out in science, you can't help deny the purpose of our existence and what we're really here for. When you see that it's an illusion, it's just a big playground.
This is cool. Now, what's the best website for Three Magic Words?
ThreeMagicWordsMovie.com.
ThreeMagicWordsMovie.com.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, what type of media has been interested in this? Are you going to broadcast this on the networks or is it could be in
We're actually gonna play the movie on the big screen in Times Square tomorrow night. Just kidding. Wow. I wish maybe that one day. It's all over the place pretty much right now. You can watch it online. You can watch it in the theater.
And when are you going to start distributing DVDs?
Soon. Mm-hmm. I'd say this year sometime.
Yeah. As in time for Christmas?
Yeah, I think so.
That's wonderful.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. What was your favorite part of making the movie?
Favorite part of making the movie, I would say, would be meeting, hearing all the spiritual truths from the guests. Getting confirmation of all the things that I studied and the research that I did. And there was, you always need that. You need confirmation, and it really helps you on your path. So.
It does, doesn't it? It empowers you. Mm-hmm. To know that you're on the right path and that you have more to seek and more to gain.
Yeah. And a lot of people will say that this film was confirmation for them. A lot of people have come and told me that. Like, thank you, I needed that. I needed the confirmation, the reminder. So.
That's great. The three words are revealed at the end of the film, right?
Right.
So they got to watch the whole film to get the three words.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. Come on, let me tell them.
No, you can't do that.
I don't want to tell them.
No, that's, you can't tell me in the movie.
His name is Michael Perlin. He wrote and directed an indie film called Three Magic Words, and it's got theatrical releases coming up, and it's got premieres coming up. And if you go to Three Magic Words, themovie.com, you can check it out. You can watch it, and you can go to where else can you watch it online at this point?
If you go on the website, you can see all the places that it's being that's shown online. So you can. It's on cable. If you have DirecTV, if you have AT&T Uverse. You can watch it on video on demand on cable.
That's wonderful. Now, you got to promise me one thing.
Yeah.
You got to promise me you'll come back.
Absolutely.
you'll come back.
To your show?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is great. You had fun?
This is great. Yeah, thank you.
That's
Thank you,
wonderful.
Bradley.
This is a great thing. And it's because we get to talk to people like you that makes this show so good.
Really? Because
Yeah.
it's people like you that make me want to keep on going.
Okay, well, run. He says run. Be good, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Bradley.
Come back,
Thank you.
okay?
It's a pleasure.
All right. All right, everybody, stay put. You're in the right place. Cool Change. We'd like to welcome all our new talk shows, including Dates and Mates with Dear Mrs. D, Damona Hoffman, Love, Serve, Feed People, and Remember God with Michael Brian Baker. And do look for our other upcoming shows here on CoolChangeRadio.com. We're coming back with the Empowerment Coaching for Parents, How to Raise Drug-Free Kids with Susan Blauner. My name is Bradley Quick. This is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement here on your Solutions Radio Network. We'll be right back. Get quality goods for less from Bag City, serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Up to 70% below retail on everything. Coin purses, wallets, organizers, purses, briefcases, backpacks, travel and garment bags, and ladies' and men's leather jackets. All discounted, all up to 70% below retail. Bag City, the best for less? Bag City serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Contact Bag City at 818-990-1795. That's Bag City, quality goods for less money. Bag City, where 15% of all sales go to local charities. You can't beat that. You help local charities while getting quality goods at up to 70% below retail. Contact Bag City now at 818-990-1795. Contact Bag City today and get quality goods for less money. That's 818-990-1795. Shop Bag City to save. Shop Bag City for charity. Bag City, 818-990-1795.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
Today, experience the Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with The Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
Hey, welcome back. Thank you all for joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, and BradleyQuick.com. As you know, you can catch our live and video recorded shows on CoolChangeRadio.com, and over 700 hours of my best audio interviews, your favorite topics and personalities at BradleyQuick.com. You're listening to Cool Change Radio. As you well know, we're broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. We're your home for self-improvement and a place for positive life enhancement. I want you to know we're being supported in large part by one of my favorite charities, the Cool Change Foundation. The foundation was created to help families and all the children in those families. They do that by providing positive transformational life enhancement methods and techniques to those children's caretakers, usually moms and dads, so they may overcome negative habits and become better role models and providers for the kids. As a direct result, the children's home and family life becomes more nurturing and loving. You can help the Cool Change Foundation help the mom, dads, and kids in your community, and you can do that right now. Simply send your donation of love and support directly to the foundation at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Once there, simply click on the Support Us link at the top of the page. You'll be helping us help the children. Again, that's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Click on the Support Us link at the top of the page. You'll be helping us today. Every penny counts and no donation is too small. And the children need your help. From all of us here at Cool Change Radio, we thank you for your support. All right. Here's for the first time here on Cool Change Radio and on the Quick Fix with Bradley Quick, our empowerment coaching for parents. Empowerment coaching for parents. How to raise drug-free kids. Brought to you by and hosted by my friend Susan Blauner, Director of Operations of the Saving Lives Drug and Alcohol Coalition. Susan, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bradley. Thank you very much for having me.
It's so good to have you here. Finally, we've been talking about this for how long?
A long time.
Long time. So tell us about empowerment coaching for parents.
Well, the first thing we need to understand is that parents are the first line of defense for their teenagers. Not only for their teenagers, but for their young kids as they're growing up. It is imperative that parents understand and have a great communication set up with their children so that they are aware as they are growing up of any kind of substance abuse or issues that may come up. Is the
first method of acknowledging that there may be an issue is the behavior of the children?
Yes, the behavior of the children, definitely. You will see many different changes in the kids. That you'll see changes in their schoolwork. You'll see changes in their.
How much of that's just puberty?
That can happen. That there's a little bit of puberty involved, but you begin to see many changes in communication with the parents. There's anger issues that start to come up. That they are starting to hang around with friends that are not, amenable to what the parents would want to have. But parents need to have a control factor, and that's why I'm here. And I first want to take a moment just to thank you, Bradley, for letting me have this forum. Because there are so many kids out there and parents who are in need of having this communication issue and learning how to deal with one another so that we can avoid the terrible tragedies that you and I both know have affected families, one of which are overdoses where parents lose their children, brain damage where kids, where families are dealing with kids who have absolute brain damage, and all the other ramifications of unwanted pregnancies, assault, legal issues, accidents that happen where someone is out there drinking and driving and drugged, or in a car with someone else's drinking and in an accident and they lose their lives, or they're paralyzed, or so forth and so on. So I want to thank you and the Cool Change Radio for letting us have this forum.
Oh, this is wonderful. And it's you and me, baby, for the next 4 or 5, 6 or 7 years or something, I think is what we decided
I
on.
hope so.
Yeah. No, oh man, I'm getting so excited here. Parenting is very, very important. It's not a job that can be taken lightly.
No, and parents need to understand that it's so serious, and everyone's so involved in their day-to-day lives, and they're busy, and they're carpooling, and they're working, and the working mothers who, drop off their kids at, daycares and so forth and so on. They need to understand that these things can start to happen from a very, very young age. Those people who are dealing in drugs, those people who are trying to get our youth involved in substance abuse, they're not waiting till high school. They're not waiting till they're 18.
Yeah, and they're just out to make a buck. These drug dealers are out to make a buck, and it just so happens that they prey on a lot of people that are vulnerable, children that are vulnerable, right?
Absolutely, the children that are vulnerable. But parents, being that they're so busy, we need to step back now. We need to start to take steps to setting up parent and children, and I'm talking about young children now, where they have dinners together, where they're communicating, where parents take an active role in knowing everything that's going on in their kid's life.
What's the best way to do that? What's the best way to go about that?
The first thing that I would do would definitely be set up times where I would say on a daily basis. First, let me say for anyone who's asking, well, what does she know all about this? I'm a mother of 5.
5?
5, okay? I have 4 boys and a girl. They're all adults right now. And the parenting role that I chose to take on my own was one of tough love, but love and commitment. And I knew every time and every place where my kids were. So much so that I would hear my kids complaining to other kids saying, oh, I can't go with you there because my mother knows always where I am and who I'm with. Well, that helped guide them in their life, and we have found, research has found that the parents who know where their kids are, know where they're going, know who their being with and what their plans are for the day. That's very, very important. So you must sit down with your kids on a daily basis, no matter how busy you are, and talk to them. They need to know that you are there for them. They want you to be there for them. It is extremely important.
So you get involved and stay involved and be involved and don't do anything but get involved, right?
That's absolutely it. It can't be that you're just dropping them off with the babysitters or not knowing what they're doing at the end of the day. Okay, I just dropped them off at band practice. Well, you need to know what's going on at band practice. And I would even stop into band practice and be there and see what's happening and knowing who they're with, because there might be adults that might not be good for them.
Right, being a parent is a full-time job, isn't it?
It's 24/7.
I mean, once people think, oh, we're gonna have a baby, and isn't this so pretty? But it may be wonderful and pretty, but it's a job, isn't it? Your life changes when you have a child, though, isn't it?
It does. It obviously changes for the better. You have to look at it from the positive point of view. There's nothing more beautiful than raising your children. But it's not all hunky-dory, and it's not all a bed of roses, or a bowl of cherries. Everyone needs to understand.
You have to be a stern captain of your ship.
A stern captain of your ship. And the kids want that, because those kids, and research proves this, that when those kids know they have parents who are committed to them, who have family events, who go to make sure that they do things together with the family all the time.
Is it important to set goals together with your child?
Absolutely. Set goals. Listen to them. You have to listen to your children to hear what they are saying. It can't be just the talk to the kids. You have to hear what they have to say. And
you have to get in communication with them.
You have to be in communication with them. You have to be a parent, not their friend. You have to make the decisions, even if it isn't so popular with your kid and they go pouting off to their room somewhere. In the end, the kid knows deep down that you said the best for not letting them go to that party that they want to go to. You must know who and what and when and where. You can't just drop your kids off and say, oh, they're at Jeff's house and they're going to be with a group of kids. Well, you don't know that they're not doing pill parties that night. You know what I mean? There's so much.
How prevalent are drugs today in the childhood community?
It's so prevalent, it's frightening, and it's epidemic proportions, which is why I do what I do.
Is it generally all prescription drugs, or mostly all prescription drugs that are found in the homes of the children, the parents' drugs?
Let's back up to alcohol. I mean, almost everybody has alcohol in their homes.
Right.
People need to stop and ask themselves, do I have a locked alcohol cabinet? Am I monitoring what's in my cabinet? Do I come home and sit and have a martini after work? I mean, kids watch what you're doing. So they're mimicking what you're doing. So if they see that alcohol is just for people over the age of 21 and it's prescribed and people use it in a very monitored way, you must monitor. You need to know that your medicine cabinets are locked up, because maybe even if it's not your child that's in the medicine cabinet, which hopefully they're not and you've taught them, but their friends come over and may use your bathroom or look around the house. They're looking for the pills in the medicine cabinet because
I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, but remember, they're selling the pills out there.
Yeah.
The Vicodins, the Oxycontins, anything and everything. And when the kids get together, many times they're at these pill parties where they're drinking and throwing pills in a bowl. I know parents don't want to hear this, but it's true. They're throwing the pills in a bowl, and then everyone is just drinking and taking pills out of the bowl. It could be a mixture of who knows what, and it's lethal.
Wow. So tell real quick in the last minute, 30 seconds, give us some of the ramifications of childhood drug abuse.
Childhood drug abuse. Well, we all know that, the simple ramifications start out with, bad grades in school, and they start failing, and they start becoming very lax and lazy, and they can't focus on anything. They are getting brain damage, which we'll go into in a future segment. I'll go into more detail on that. And they can be accosted. They can have unwanted sexual activity, which can bring on unwanted STDs or pregnancies. Bullying. There can just be the gamut is so large that parents have to take control.
Susan, I will see you here next week.
Yes,
you're wonderful. This is great. It's called empowerment coaching for parents, how to raise drug-free kids. brought to you by Susan Blauner, Director of Operations of the Saving Lives Drug and Alcohol Coalition. Thank you very much, Susan.
Thank you
very much. You're wonderful. You're
Thanks,
wonderful.
Brad.
All right. Again, I'd like to give a great big thanks to Fred Siegel and our friends from around the globe for supporting our charity, the Cool Change Foundation. You too can help the foundation, help the mom, dads, and kids in your community, and you can do that right now. Simply send your donation of love and support directly to the foundation, www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. We thank you. Every penny counts. Help us. I'd like to give a great big thanks to our guest, the fabulous metaphysical filmmaker Michael Perlin, who wrote and directed an indie film called 3 Magic Words. Check it out, 3magicwordsthemovie.com. Again, empowerment coaching for parents, presented by Susan Blauner. I also like to thank people who make this show happen. Our fantastic engineers, Rob Gainey, author of Rockin' Your Stage Sound. Our assistant producer is Taylor Hoskins. Our fitness expert, Paul Medrano, is generally here with us. Will be back with us again tomorrow. And the show is produced by Bradley Quick Productions, but made possible by Fred Siegel, YouTube, Google, Buzzbros, The Salvation Army, Universal Studios, Milestones Ranch, Malibu, Tim Allen, Carrie White, Marilyn Toth, and many others, including the Cool Change Foundation. Remember, it's time for a cool change with the Cool Change Foundation. Now think about it. Listen, do you know what your kids are doing today? Huh? Do you know what your kids are doing today and who they're doing it with? That's really, really important to you and to me and to society, especially to them as you as your parents. See you. Bye.